Hi everyone, it's Shar. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here, where hopefully you can't hear the air conditioner in the background because the humidity is at 90%. We are back in my save file, and this is a neighborhood that I am building in Willow Creek. This is a base game house. You know her, you don't love her because look at those uneven windows. But somewhere along the way building my save file, I decided that every house in this save file was going to be a white farmhouse. And this house is no different, but rather than bulldozing the entire lot, I really want to try to renovate it. I'm gonna start by making it smaller and also wider. I'm thinking I want this to be a 1-bedroom house because in my mind the sim who lives here is a bachelor. Pretty small bedroom, but I think that it would add some interesting dimension if this was just the teensiest bit bigger, and even make this like 2-tile. It will make a difference. Okay, and the wall height I think is too tall. I'm gonna lower that down because it's a farmhouse. When I picture farmhouse, I always picture like big porches. So I'm actually going to expand this outwards so that we get more of this shape. I'm even going to move the lot over. Yeah, because they won't have a super big backyard. So I think a side yard would be nice, which means I want to get some fencing. The fencing that I used for the other house, I'm pretty sure it was called like fancy picket fence or something. I'm going to go ahead and replace that here, and I'm going to draw it. Now, the thing is, when you draw and there's a foundation, it snaps up. So what I'm going to actually do is lower the house down and then raise it back up. This will make it easier for landscaping as well. Now, I do want there to be a side yard, but not from the front porch. So I think I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to enclose everything. This one doesn't look too bad. And we'll keep the trash here because I, for some reason, am always shoving the trash in the back corner. I want white paneling for the house. Okay, and then I want to use the cottage living like stone for the outside to match this house here. A farmhouse because the HOA said it had to be. I guess technically it could match this house. For now, this is what it is. And I kind of like that. It's very modern farmhouse. Now, as for the layout, I do think I'm actually gonna flip it so that this is the kitchen and this is the living room. And if I move this up, yes, I could have a hall bath because this would be a bedroom. This would be a hall bath. And then I'm almost thinking that this smaller room can stay pretty small. You know, maybe this isn't a bathroom because you do need the exit. So this is the exit to the back of the house, which makes me want to make this smaller. Like, this hallway is huge now, but it would essentially have this big old door, and it is supposed to be like a shotgun style house. It's not the most efficient use of space, but this room is plenty big on its own. Okay. These actually look pretty similar to the windows that were already in the house. I just happen to like this more. And this looks odd from the outside, but because it is a bathroom, you don't want a massive mirror looking into the bathroom or a massive window. Okay. The thing is, this house has always been so freaking dark. So I'm going to get rid of everything and we're going to add in some lights. Okay. This is pretty decent. They have a lot of space to do what it is that they want to do. And we're only at 11,000 for the budget. All right, if I'm doing a reno, the thing that makes the biggest difference to me is flooring. And I almost want to use these vampire diagonal ones. Oh, we're still on ceiling. Maybe not the diagonal ones. Just gonna little eco lifestyle ones. I don't know. Is it giving farmhouse? Hopefully. And the reason why I want this to be the living room is I just think this is a nice like sitting area. But if I make this the kitchen, this is just like a really awkward shape for the kitchen, especially with the front door. So I might have to stick with it, but I believe it was just last time all against this wall. So I might do like L shape, and the kitchen is where I can absolutely blow the budget. So I'm gonna be careful and mindful of what I'm picking. Like maybe not the $2,000 fridge, but this one is cute and can definitely say farmhouse. Kind of want to make them a yellow kitchen in homage to the yellow house because I'm gonna repaint the house. Okay, I can move this light now to the center of this room. Not sure what's going on with the lighting with this cabinet, but we're gonna ignore it because it's the same swatch as all of the others. Sweet. And then this was a dining room table, which I could keep as a dining room table. Can I promise you that this is functional? No. It should be okay, but if it's not, don't worry, I want to add an island counter. Let me turn the grid on because they just need half a tile of space to be able to use things on either side, so that should be okay. It isn't closing the space, but having just one tile looks silly. Maybe I'll do, well, there's room in the fridge actually. I can move it back, you know what? There just isn't the space for me to put the island there. Quite honestly, this is a functional kitchen. So I'm gonna leave that as is, but I'm gonna give them some tile backsplash. Is this too much? Yes, but I kind of love it. Am I crazy for liking that? It's just fun. It's just a fun time. And it's base game. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with it. The other option is like this, which is also fun. Maybe I'll do that. This becomes our living room where there will be no TV because lighting. And I don't want the living room angled this way. I want it angled this way, which I think is actually complementing this living room. Is it? Am I delusional? I could just do like the creamy white couch if we're gonna be basic, which means there's only room for one side table, in which case I kind of would want to do this one. I can get this in more of a brass color. Fine. That color is fine. Okay, these doors are super expensive, so we can save by just making this a little bit cheaper. And you know what? We're already using a lot of cottage living that I don't see why we can't continue to. So I'm gonna have the door to the bathroom be over here, door to the bedroom, and the door to this bedroom. This can go back with the original toilet. Okay, we established that whoever lives here likes to read. So I'm thinking maybe a bookshelf here, like this one. So it doesn't actually have books, it's just like decorative. It's a little odd in this hallway, but I don't mind it. All right, let's decorate the bedrooms. This is the bigger of the two, and I might still want carpet in here. And I love the carpet from the pastel pop kit, just like that white plush. I want a base game wallpaper. I'm thinking like this, and this is actually off center, so I'm gonna move it. It doesn't 100% match, but quite honestly, I do really like this. Of course, the bedside table that I want doesn't actually exist in this game, but I'm gonna do like the metal bar carts because I don't know, I guess it doesn't match, but that this is coming together the way that I would like it to. Okay, but it is coming together. Ooh, I love this one, but I make it work. No, I cannot. Not with these swatches. At this point, I've tried so many freaking rugs in this room, and I am incredibly irritated because none of them work for what I want. Okay, so the sim that I imagine living here has like a very humble house, but deceptive. You know, it's the smallest house on the block. He's really quiet and to himself. You don't really know much about him except for the fact that he's a single father. But as it turns out in my save file, he is one of the richest sims in the entire world. That's his story. He's an angel investor, though he invests very, very privately and anonymously, but of course receives kickback, and that's how he's able to make all of his money. And since this is his bedroom, I feel like this simple one will work. And there's no TV in the house, and he can't afford one. So he can. I'm just making this a starter home for no reason. Okay, you might be wondering, why the hell is this wallpaper on the wall? And it's because my niece decided that she wanted it. But I am gonna change it to the nursery for his son, who he did not like get custody of or anything. He actually went and had a science baby. I love this wallpaper for a nursery, and it's so different to anything I would typically do. I want this wall to be the changing table since it's what the door kind of opens into. So this changing table will be in the corner. I'm gonna do the greens and yellows, although I do think that the blue is also super cute in here, but I just, maybe this, like darker. Well, that does mean it doesn't have a matching swatch. I'm just gonna do the green and yellow. I never use this one just because I know the swatches in it. This one is cuter. I'm gonna get the little chair for the baby, and then I'm gonna get some wall decor. Okay, and we are definitely out of budget, so I might have to forget about this being a starter home. I kind of like this one. It just suits the theme of the room, and I think the last thing this needs is just a little bit more wall decor. Do I have the baby? No, baby doesn't exist. It's an imaginary baby.
Where's the baby?
It's imaginary. In real life, you never want to have the wall decor above the baby's crib because it could fall in and it's a hazard. But
the baby.
For this, I'm totally cool with just like doing this. Oh, I so wish this treehouse fit. Well, there goes the starter budget I'm putting aside because my niece says that I need to. What I'm looking for is those bookshelves that came with Growing Together. Was it a base game update? Like, what the heck? The game also looks very dark, which makes me wonder if she has turned my reshade off. I could put it in the center of the baby's room. I want a runner in the hallway just to kind of bring the home together. Preparing to be a father, so you know, it's like I've gotta have warm carpets everywhere. And I want to move on to the bathroom. For reference, I've been building this with a baby in my lap the entire time. I kind of want to use these. I'll even have a stacked washer and dryer. I do just want to do this one. And I'm going to add some clutter to the bathroom. Baby wipe and this little basket. And this kid's wall light was in the original home. So I'm going to put it here in preparation for when the child is older. There we go. Something lived in. I don't want to go too much above a base game price. Obviously, this used to be a bedroom, so that's why there's carpet in it. Okay, this is cute. Maybe a little painting on the wall. I kind of like this one. All right. A cute, functional little bathroom. Shower, toilet, washer, dryer, sink. Adorable. I'll also get a hamper in their room. You know what? Since I don't care about the budget, I'm going to pop a TV on his wall. It's higher than ideally I would like it, but consider that he's laying in bed and watching it. And also lower, maybe like here. I'm just gonna go for these. Since there's no mirror, I wanna add a floor length mirror here. And this one feels perfect for the home. I'll even do like that shade. I wanna use a cottage living wallpaper just cause I think it's gonna tie it in, hopefully, since it's from the same pack as the kitchen. Ooh, but the cottage living wallpapers are super, super busy. And honestly, too much for this house. I kind of like these cats and dogs one. It's making the house feel cozy. You probably don't see the vision, but like I see the vision. And you know what? It can be his style. It's not necessarily my style, but it can be his style. And I feel like the tile in the kitchen should actually go all the way around. I'm gonna get him a laptop so that he's still able to do his work. Obviously, it's just him sitting at the table most of the time. We'll get him some kitchen appliances. New dad, obviously, he needs his coffee maker. And maybe he has like someone that he calls to help him with the house, so he doesn't need a microwave. Keep this here. This doesn't have a range hood. Do I care? Maybe. We could use this country living one since we already have country living in the house. I love the idea that he just has fresh tulips on the table. Put this little plant here. Huzzah! I've found my little clutter. And I agree that I actually like this more on the table since I'm gonna have his walls of degrees here because like why not? I think that the interior of the home is pretty much how I want it. It's very lived in. I think it's telling a story of the sim who lives there. This carpet no longer fits because I just noticed it has a green outline. I think this is good enough. Am I gonna keep the landscaping? I am because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to do more landscaping. I'm just gonna, you know, move this a little bit. Maybe we'll have some here, add a tree. I'm just gonna go for this tree in the yard. We'll add a little bit more flowers. Let's get a foundation on here. I'm gonna use the same foundation as a lot of the other houses, which is just this one. It's a little fancy for the house, but it suits the railing and there's nothing wrong with a little fluff. I am gonna replace these columns. It's an extra column, and then I want to do some spandrels, which I might just go for like these. I just think it adds something interesting to the house. Somewhere along the way, I've lost my entire roof, but let's not worry about that. Okay. And something I did for the other house, which I want to do for this house, is adding solar panels. Some solar panels. Let's get a roof panel. A chimney, a roof panel. Oh my gosh. You know what? This house doesn't look good with a chimney. All right, I've got to draw some fences back. All right, darlings, and I present to you the renovated version of this Willow Creek home. It was base game. It's not base game anymore. So this is what it looks like on the outside. It's pretty similar, but in my opinion, I think that it is bigger. We have the little swing area. We have this front porch, which is about the same. I put in a little holiday box for Seasons gameplay if you have Seasons. And then if we just spin around to the side yard, I have a little barbecue and picnic area. We have a little toddler slide in preparation for when baby boy ages up. I did a little bit of landscaping, nothing dramatic in the back. This roof line annoys me, don't pay attention to it. And if we go inside, so I kept the layout for the living room and the kitchen pretty much the same. I believe I just made the kitchen L shape. We have the dining room with his laptop. He keeps a pretty low profile. This wallpaper, which I almost never use, but feel like suits pretty well in this home with a living room that used to face this way. I just turned it around with more of his like love of books and reading. The hallway, which will lead straight into the backyard, so somewhat shotgun style. Mirror to do your little outfit check. Little shelf to place all your clutter. If we go into the first room, we have a full-size bathroom with a washer dryer combo and a kind of pushed back shower. It's in the corner. Here is the main bedroom. There's no curtains over this window. It's fine because it clips with the bed. So pretty simple main bedroom for the father of this home, little TV for entertainment, and final bedroom in the home is nursery for his brand new son, his little science baby boy. Yeah, I think overall the home looks better. I at least like it, and I think it suits my gameplay style and the family that lives here really well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you prefer speed builds or these kind of like you see me build it as I build it kind of things. Honestly, I don't have a preference because I play them in the background when I'm like doing other things. But let me know what your thoughts are. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!